morning. It is day 3 of the Pennine Way. Last night I camped just over at those little trees. As you'll be aware, yeah, I had to move with the farmer, but then he did show me a place to go, which was up there. But anyway, I think the weather's starting to turn. It is really, really cold. I never wear gloves, and I've got gloves on. That's how cold it is. The wind chill is definitely in the minuses. When I put the tent away this morning, if I think it was just the wind alone, it would have been frosted up a bit. There was quite a bit of condensation on the outside. Right, so I'm at, this is Walsall Dean Lower Reservoir. There's another one up here. I'm about 3 kilometres from day 4 start point. I'm going to push on then. If it goes like yesterday, I should really hit Gargrave by the end of play today, which would mean I'm a day in front completely. But we'll see how it goes. Didn't really get a good sleep last night. Quite unsettled by moving, pitching and moving. Had the headphones on for about 2 hours, still couldn't get to sleep, and then the wind changed. So the way I'd pitched my tent, it was hitting the front of the tent, so I could keep the inner off the inside of the fly. And it changed about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was getting battered all night with the inner. But anyway, these things are set to try us. Going to push on. I did see there's about 3 or 4 people in front of us with big packs on. Don't know where they camped last night, but anyway, I'll just push on as far as I can get. Probably do about 10 k's and then I'll stop and have some breakfast. And as we climb up there, so I camped there, and you come up from Hebden Bridge up over here. You can see in the far distance, not that one, but behind it there's another reservoir. You cut across that and down, and I think there's another one you go down to as well, and then it's up by the side of the trees and then round these reservoirs up to here. Yeah. Now, when I came over from the Hebden Loop, I didn't go back on myself and go up all those stairs. I swung round and came up one of the B roads, which was an absolute nightmare, really steep, and then it changed to cobbles. Then I joined back on at the farm and head up that way. But yeah, we might get some sun today, but I think this is it coming to the end. Just crack on up there. So this is Top Withams, which is the inspiration for Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. Zoom in at it. So it's an inspiration, it must be a work of fiction. Looks like it's a head on down there. There's some rain over there, yeah, and more rain over there. Yeah, I think my luck's finally run out. Breakfast pizza. Just watching all the rabbits running about over there. Right, it's time is it? 5 to 10, so I'm just stopping for my breakfast. Having a cup of coffee as well. Yeah, I got this feature here behind me, and up over a place called Ickleshore Moor. I think it is, yeah, Ickleshore Moor. It's a fair old climb actually, fair old walk up, and then I'll go through Cowling, hopefully get something to eat. I should get there about 12 if I get there about 12, and I'll get across to a pub, and it's got a public house there, and then after that again Laudersdale is the next one, and then across another feature up to Thornton and Craven. Seems like a really long day, and then finally up to Gargrave if I can make it. I mean, I'm 8k's in for today, and about 3k's of the actual day 4. So I'll keep going, see how it goes. But the sun's, you can see the sun's popped out. Right, I'm going to have my breakfast wrap pizza and my coffee.
Little tiny islands off of Ireland. That's something you can only go to for a day. Nobody lives there.
So this is a memorial to everyone who died during the pandemic. So this is Pennine Way. Must admit, it's got a cracking view. It's really hazy. A bit of trail magic. I've been thinking about the farmer the other night there, and the general reaction of farmers that I've seen while walking the Pennine Way. Now, it's a bit strange that you've got a lot of posts with plaques on them to say hi on here, and I did notice when you're walking past people, if they haven't got earbuds in or headphones on, when you say hello to them, they don't answer you back, which is a bit funny. But what I did notice is the farmers definitely, it might be just because it's lambing season, definitely on edge. Went up, stayed in the path, wasn't doing anything, was walking the path, and you get that feeling that somebody's watching. I did see the farmer. He looked around at me, gave me a kind of dirty look when I shut the gate. I would say it's called a dirty look. Might not be, might just the way he looks. And I started walking up the hill, and you just get that feeling that somebody's watching you. And I turned around and looked down. He's there with his mobile phone, recording me, walking up the hill, which I thought a bit bizarre. They might have a WhatsApp group. They might have something like that. All the farmers just to say, right, I've got one heading over, or something like that. I don't know. It was just a bit of a strange experience why he would be videoing me walking up the marked path. But there you go, just a bit of a strange experience.
it's not going to put me off anyway. It's doesn't tell to it's their ground, but let's not tar everybody with the same brush of the people who come onto the countryside and make the mess. Because I was going to mention at the end, but this path is a mess, and what I mean by a mess is rubbish, toilet roll, water bottles, gloves, socks, everything. There's just crap, let's just say it, all over the route when I've been coming up here. So from start to finish, so from Edale all the way up, there's just junk lying everywhere. It's the tissues and toilet roll. I'm a bloke, I don't carry tissues. I don't know a bloke who does carry tissues. So maybe it's a young one's thing, or it's a lady's thing, but that is ridiculous, the amount of tissues lying at the side of the paths and stuff, and the amount of tissues that's been used as toilet paper lying at the side. It's not fantastic. This is some of the great walks in Yorkshire and down in the what do you call it, the Peak District and stuff is absolutely ruined with crap. Water bottles, plastic bottles, that's ridiculous. Like these, just take them to a bin, put them in a bin. But that was one thing I did notice. We've got the same scourge in Scotland. If you do the West Highland Way at the moment, it's really bad. I've seen a few YouTubers going on there and pointing out how terrible it is, and it's getting really bad. I don't know what the solution is. Well, I kind of think there's a solution to it that would make it better. But travelling through England, it's it's not as relaxing coming on this route. Now I've done the coast to coast, had no problem on there. Doing this, it's definitely not as relaxing. Just for the experience with the farmers, going through the people that you bump into. Some say hello, some just ignore you. And then the rubbish. But the views are lovely. When you look across and get the clear skies, it's absolutely stunning. In a different sort of way, it's rolling hills, Scotland. It's mountains across the Lake District. It's mountains. It's slightly more rugged, but this is really, really, really pretty. Just what I think Emmerdale would look like. Right. I think I'm going to get a cup of tea on, and then I'm going to get some admin done today, get some charge banks, because I'm down to, I brought three of these. I'm down to my last one already. I only usually carry two. It's just because it's been so cold at night, which is draining the batteries left, right and centre, and I'm down to my last. It's not that one, my last Sony. But one is, oh, in fact, that is a good one. The other one's in the bag. I'm running the camera off the charge bank. Where did I put that thing? On my back. I've even got a little silver foil lined bag, but this is it here. I don't know if you can see it. You can't actually see it, but this is, oh, you can there. You can see that there. But this one here is all swelled up. Don't know what, I think it's knacked. When you put it in the case, it sticks. And you put it in the camera, so it's going in the bin before it pops and goes in fire. It's everything. Right, enough of that jibber jabber. I'm working up the courage to go for a cold shower. I'll spend the day here at Gargrav, and on a Sunday it should be quite quiet. A very touristy looking place, but very pretty. Right.
beautiful morning this morning. So down there you can see the little church, that's Gargrave, where I stayed last night, and there's a little campsite just up to the left. I stayed there, took a rest day under instructions from Sandy because she must be obeyed. I was a day in front, got all the batteries charged and got some admin done. Unfortunately the showers were not in use, so it was back to the old standing in a sink. Years since I've done that. Yeah, bit of an experience, but really nice. Get down to the pub, had a lovely Sunday lunch. Right. Stay in the sun. So today it's off to Malham up here, and the first feature that will probably, or point of interest, let's call it that, is Malham Cove, which is a natural formed sort of cliff face where it used to be a huge waterfall at one point. Yeah, so it'll be up to there, which is about 5 miles from here, and then we'll get to the top of there, try and get some drone footage. I haven't done much drone footage on this one for the simple fact the lambing. Every field I've been in there's lambs everywhere, and I don't want to be spooking sheep and stuff like that and getting the drone shot down by a farmer, which can happen. But hopefully we're going to get out the lambing bit once we get out to Yorkshire. A wee bit to go still in Yorkshire, to be fair. Get a stick. Yeah, quite a bit to go in Yorkshire, so we're in the process of heading our way through it. So I think tonight I'll be stopping after the next big feature, which is, what's it called, Pennine Way. I think it's the highest hill in Yorkshire. It's one of the, I think they've got a what do you call it, a 3 peaks in Yorkshire, and that's one of them. Yeah, I'll go up over that, and I'm going to wild camp probably for the last time. I'll be wild camping. I've rescheduled everything to get us into campsites now. I'm not having people move me on at 9 o'clock at night. It's not right, and it's not fair on them either. So that'll be a bit of a change. Yeah, so next campsite I'll be going to is just outside Fleet, I think it's called. I'm actually meeting one of my subscribers, Paul. He's going to meet us there tomorrow night, and then he's going to walk one of the sections with us the next day. So looking forward to that. Breaks it up a little bit, and then I've got a couple other campsites booked in. Then I'm a great lover of the wild camping, but not this time, guys. It's not worth the hassle. It's a busy old period for the farmers, and I don't want to be distracting them from the job that they're doing, which is rearing animals. Yeah, so that's my plan from now on. Right, so my next stop should be Malham Cove. What a day. Let's just come through Malham Cove there. Just in front of us there is Malham Tarn, and then you have the Malham Estate house that we walked round to. Yeah, weather is absolutely toasty. I think the schools are off now, aren't they? I think it's the Easter week. There's folk everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Did not get peace and quiet in the last couple of miles there. Just people walking up to Malham Cove to go up and look over the top. But yeah, the weather is striking. Absolutely gorgeous at the moment. Yeah, nice little breeze, but that's about it. does get cooler when you get up the heights. Well, I'm going to push on from here through the estate, and then it's off up over Pennine. And once I'm over that, find somewhere to pitch. I've got an idea where I want to pitch, because I've seen someone pitch there on a previous Pennine Way video. Well, tonight's offerings is going to be mugshot mac and cheese, and I'm going to add some more cheese to it, because why not? Because I really do need the energy. Apologies if I have got macaroni and cheese all over my face. My God, I can't have me see that. How red am I? Yeah, a bit of a warm one today. Bit of a warm one. I'm just getting the admin sorted out here. It's actually, I've got a wee bit of an admin vortex going on at the minute. Battery and that died. Got here, absolutely chinned. Went to use the little flex tail pump. Dead. It must have went off in the backpack. Right, so we go back to where we started from. That would maybe be a good idea. Day 5, yeah, that was us. So we started at Gargrave. Let's get the name right, Gargrave. Not a good idea putting that in there. Turned it a bit more watery. Yeah, out of Gargrave. And I've tried to do the 10 before 10. So 10 before 10 is basically 10 k's before 10 o'clock in the morning. I missed slightly. I was really late at leaving. I went through Ayrton. Now the walk in the valley from Gargrave to Ayrton, in fact all the way up to what was the name? Malham. That little bit of Yorkshire, that is stunning, beautiful. If it wasn't for the cars that you cross your path every now and again, all you had was every animal in the sun. You could just hear them, woodpeckers, the rabbits kept running out in the track in front of us. They were quite funny. Then I seen a couple of hares. These things are huge. You should be racing them instead of horses. But that was an amazing, what a stunningly beautiful walk it was. Right, you walk right up the I was going to say the glen, but the valley, and you follow the river. It is absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. I can't recommend it enough. It was really good. Then went up to Malham Cove. That was interesting. It was so busy. It was chocker with people. Anyway, toddled on up to Malham Tarn. That was beautiful up there as well. The Malham Tarn house. That's a lovely place. I don't know what to do with that or who lives in it and who owns it, but that's really nice. And then yeah, it was just a wee ponder, a wee donder up to, what was the name of the hill again? It's the one that says, is it Fountains Fell? My God, that was like False Crest
every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds you're like, right, this must be the top, this must be the top. I found that harder to go up there, and I believe that's only, yeah, 668 metres before I went across and went up Penny Ghent, which is 694 metres. That just went on and on and on forever, going up. It's just every corner you went round, it was you away again, up to another peak, up to another peak, up to another peak. And where I wanted to fill it for water is starting to become a bit of an issue with the water. I went to the stream, it's not there. Now this one here that I've stopped at, it's just down from, if you come off Penny Ghent and you take the track that takes you all the way down to Houghton on Ribblesdale. I didn't go down there. There's a track that just veers off where it says Cave. Follow that all the way down to, and what's the name of the river, if I can get the name of the river. Oh, funny little name. Hull Pot Beck, it's called. So put that little dot there. It's a cracking wee place. You can get several tents. There's an old building that's been down there before, and it's nice and flat as well. There's a wee bit of wall there. But the stream looks like just further down it disappears into the ground. I wanted to go down and have a look at that, but to be fair, my feet were really sore, so I gave that a miss. But plenty of water there to get filled up because I needed it, and I'm now carrying 3 water bottles. So I'm carrying one I'm drinking, one on one side, and the water filter all filled up on the other side. So I'm carrying about 2 3/4 litres of water at the moment. So that's me for the night. I've got all the batteries to charge up because a lot of them died. This is, the light's gone down in that as well. Oh dear, the batteries are going in everything. The cold weather, to be perfectly honest with you, cold weather tanned a lot of the batteries the other morning. The day I had off, I charged everything up and packed it all away, and I got up with that frost. It was about -2, and yeah, they were all gone. Switched the camera off and it just went red. You stick it in your pocket, it's absolutely fine. Let it heat up. Put some sweet chilli sauce in that, it's lovely now. No more wraps. Fed up with wraps. Anyway, so that's it for today. I think it was 20 miles, 33 kilometres. So tomorrow I'll get up earlier, join back onto the trail, and then get to Flate as quick as possible. Well, as quick as I can. Where I'm meeting up with a subscriber, Paul, and he's going to walk the next section with us. So he's checked with the campsite. We can get in the campsite, and there's a pub there. So that'll be great. A couple of beers and I can get a shower because having a wash in a sink is not that great. It doesn't feel right. My feet feel brilliant now that they've been in that water. Old Ottomos quilt. Yeah, it's a real deal. I'm not disappointed at all with it. It was freezing cold last night. I mean freezing cold. And I was in my underwear. Yep, I was in my underwear in this with the hood up. And it was absolutely toasty, and I mean toasty. So this, for a £200 quilt, it's a real deal. It goes to -4, that's what they're saying. So that was -2, I did check, and it was absolutely brand new. Yeah, so it's doing great so far. Anyway, right, I'm going to check out now, finish my macaroni and cheese, get all these batteries charged, and then get some rest.